other faculty members of the School of Management. So it's called the Department of Management. Distinguished alumni of management, students, the current, past, the press, it's always a pleasure to be associated with young people. More so when it's a meet of the alumni of any institution. Because that's a place where you just assemble to go into the past and then remember, just forget about your current problems and then assemble in a place, discuss, chat, enjoy, have some cultural program and think of some innovative ideas. This is a very important event in every university, every college, that the alumni meet is something which brings some kind of a rejuvenation, both for youngsters as well as to the older past students. Somebody pointed out, though the response is not as was expected, but yet the silver edge is that you have never discontinued this practice and yet keeping it. I remember it was last year or year before last year, when I was also in one of the t-shirts.
Last year.
It was last year.
Yeah, last year.
Today also it was brought. Maybe that year Uma was successful to force me to wear it. She also asked me, but I was too busy. Not that I didn't want to, but I wanted to wear it, but I was too with a lot of work, so I could not. So you can imagine that I am wearing it. See, first of all, I think at the outset I must thank Mr. Srinivas, a very young entrepreneur who has gone into entrepreneurship into this into education. That's interesting. And the philanthropy I have seen, I can smell into his talk is that he would like to institute a scholarship in the name of his own teacher, Professor Amanullah, who recently passed away in an accident, of course, going for an education and some examination work near Aligarh. But I have heard very good words about him from all his students, his colleagues. I was told that he is one of the very, very simple, dedicated teacher, and I think he has left his mark into the hearts of almost every one of the colleagues. That's really nice to hear, and that's very good of you. I think the school has also proposed something in his name, and both of them could work, and I'm sure we shall take it forward to support one or two students in the management. The another thing I've been telling you last time also is that there is some kind of a brainstorming needed on how do you build your brand. You see, we should, I feel that though management school has been one of the oldest school here in this university, it has produced excellent students. They have spread into nook and corner of the country, and they have performed very well, and they have got a good name. And recently, the ranks have also been, its ranking also has been improving. I think recently in one of the rankings. Yeah. So you said this is not the point I wanted to be, I wanted to be at some other point. I think that is what is needed. I just can't compromise myself to say that yes, our students are all getting jobs, fine. But I'm just saying that if you aim at Harvard, you may reach some other next stage. If so, what are they? I mean, just you need to have some kind of a brain. If there is something for the faculty to develop, and in terms of the, you see, there is a faculty now. The point is, a very important thing is, those days are gone that 5 people or 10 people appointed are the faculty. That's no more true. These 10 people are not the faculty alone. There should be another 50 faculty coming from outside. See, this is where, because the resources of the country are, the very bad teacher is somewhere here. Then all that you do is to take. See, this is what you need to do. Then how do you do it? You don't do it by saying go and work, go and work, go and work. No, that doesn't work. You need to create an atmosphere, an ambience, a surrounding that even a person who is not working should become very uncomfortable. He should become so uncomfortable that he should start working. And then that means you inculcate some kind of a healthy competition, provide the amenities, facilities. Constraints should not be there. There should be no constraint of anything. No constraint. There is a need. There is a need for all of us to sit together. And let's work very silently. We don't have to go on saying mine is the best, mine is the best, mine is the best. Somebody should come and say that yours is the best, yours is the best. We should try to reach that. So we should reach it. So what is my job? My job is to see, until I am here, to make this university emerge in several areas. Now there are many factors which measure, isn't it? For example, supposing every year, say last year I get up, say 7,000 applications, and before that I had got about 9,000, and this year if I get 4,000 applications, what does it mean? It means you are on a path of degeneration. Supposing the number of applications we start from 12,000 5 years ago, become 5,000 this year, which is a trend all over the country, many of the institutions, that the number of applications to the universities are declining, particularly to the sciences. You are on the right path. Now I'm hoping, and my projection is, I will not be surprised. So it has to, say, number of teachers. The teachers are increasing. From 180 now it's going to be 460 next year. Now the visiting faculty are going to be increased, and more teachers. Now you see, we used to be only not more than around Tamil Nadu and some places, and Kerala. And now if you see into the campus, you get students from Northeast, Northwest, Assam, Orissa, Delhi. Now teachers have also started migrating from all those places to Pondicherry to teach, though this weather is very hot, warm, but still they want to come and work here. These are all signs. And then they should be able to find out whether they are happy here or not happy here. If they are not happy, they will be always with a sunken face. Now I see that everybody is cheerful now, almost, at least. 90% of the teachers always happy, always smiling and bubbling with energy. That's a sign. So we are on the right track. So I'm just giving an example, saying that each one of our schools, and particularly the management, this is a very important, it's a prestigious, and this is one of the largest schools. The School of Management has got so many departments in its ambit, including now we have put commerce and economics, banking technology, international business, tourism. This is one of the largest this thing. I think we should try to establish some contacts with the leading business schools of the world, so that we should be able to learn something from them. And please try to establish some contact with the leading business schools in the world. If you have some preliminary contact, if she is available, and try to invite her if we get her, probably that will be a beginning of our ties with Harvard. I'm not keen on going into petty schools and universities and all that. We should have ties with 2 or 3 big universities. If we can succeed with Harvard, UC Berkeley, and the like, somewhere, California.
We have our alumni in Wharton, sir.
Sorry?
We have our alumni in Wharton. He is the assistant professor there.
Where?
Modern Business School, number 2.
Okay, yeah. So you must try to establish contact. Call them. The university will pay. You see, if you can get faculty from leading business schools to come here, spend even up to 1 semester, the university will pay for their complete salary like we pay you. We have no money. You see, it's not a question of money. We do have good money to celebrate that. So we don't have to collect money for celebrations. We are not going to do it. But what I am saying is, this is an opportunity, an excuse for the alumni to get strengthened. Silver Jubilee year, you should make your alumni very strong. And then I am feeling that the entire university alumni has to be, made, and the university alumni, I'm just creating a website for that, and there will be online enrollment, into which we can have schools. So somebody can get into a school, alumni, at the same time he becomes alumni of this thing. We will make the website in such a way that so he has to just online enter. And then what he should do is, I'm trying to create what is called as a Silver Jubilee Fund. A Silver Jubilee Fund has to be created because that fund can be used for many things, including the sponsoring of faculty from there, giving scholarships to students, which we are thinking about, and many more activities which cannot be covered by normal expenses, either from the University Grants Commission or from the government. We can use our own alumni fund. So I think, after all, how many students must have passed out from this university for past 25 years? Can you just guess? Management, how many must have passed out?
Around 1,200. We are around 1,000. We are around 1,200.
1,200 students.
Initially we had 40.
Yeah, but I think that means from the entire university, I think about 20-25,000. That's right. Yeah, and you see, many of them are in very good positions. They are abroad and they are doing very well, and so I think they should all think of pulling up and make some kind of contributions, endowments to, and then make that as a big fund, which is a fund of your own self, and then the management of the fund by the alumni owned itself, not by the university. So alumni they will have a representation to manage those funds and how to use it and all that. I think that's one of the ideas I want to float. Think on that and see how you can go about. So I wish you all the best, and maybe you are winding up this evening. So it's my pleasure. I have been able to participate in this without the T-shirt, but next next T-shirt I will wear and come. Okay? Thank you. All the best.